Hey everyone. We just wanted to come live with you with our friend and colleague here, Rachel Connor. We just thought it was really important. She has a really incredible event coming up, I think actually next week. And it's around designing your creative house. And so it's really a free 3-day challenge for mapping the architecture of your creative life. And yeah, we just really love the work you do, Rachel, and just wanted to, yeah, just give you a little bit of time to share what you're up to because I think it's really important. And yeah, so welcome, and just love to hear more about what you have coming.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's great to be here. And thanks for the support. So, yeah, when I was a kid, like I used to love drawing floor maps of all these big, elaborate houses that I was going to design and live in one day. And that, like the joy of that has never left me. And so I was thinking recently about how, like our creativity is kind of like a house. You know, we have all these rooms. We might have like the messy studio. We might have, I don't know, a room with a stage on it where we go and make theatre and performance and all of that. And you know, I feel like for myself and the people that I work with, like creativity can be really complex. Like there are aspects of creativity where we feel alive and we feel really happy and vibrant and relaxed, and then there are other parts of our creativity that are like locked rooms that we never go inside. And so part of the challenge is to like really explore and to just see like what goes on for your creativity, like where are the parts that you're happy and comfortable, and where you're alive and nourished, and where are the places that you don't even want to go in the room. You can't even put your hand on the door handle. So that's what this challenge is really designed to find out. And you'll be working alongside other people, so we'll all be exploring together. It's 3 days on Substack, initially sort of sharing our designs in progress. And I am not an artist. I really am not an artist. So it's not about like high level, high art. It really is about like designing a space and allowing your body and your creativity to really lead the space, and to kind of just discover what's there and then share with other people. Like, where is it that you're avoiding? What's your heart space in your house? You know, what makes you happy? And so I hope that people will really learn a lot about their creativity, really share and maybe get some surprising insights. I have, because I walk my walk, I have also done the challenge myself. And what showed up for me was really surprising. And I'll be sharing more of that as part of the challenge. Yeah, so I think there are some good things to discover. I'm fascinated about other people's creativity, and my sense is that creatives are also really fascinated by process and really want to know more about how it is for other people. Yeah.
And if you were to articulate, like, because we're all creators, we don't always call ourselves creators. We don't always admit that we are creators. If you were to say, like, who's this for? Like, where do I need to be in my life? Or who do how do I need to see myself to see if this is a great fit for me?
Yeah, I mean, broadly speaking, I define creativity really broadly. So it's not necessarily for people who have artistic practice, or they're artists or writers or musicians. Like, we all are creative by definition of being on this platform. We're creative. We're open to ideas. We want to follow our hearts. We want to express our unique being. So you know, it's for anyone who is really, I suppose, curious about how could I live more openly, more creatively, in a way that's more alive. For me, creativity is about being alive and being more of ourselves, right? So you might have a project, you might have a business. You know, you don't have to be a writer or an artist or have those kind of artistic practices at all. It's for everyone, really, in a sense. Yeah.
I love it. I read a piece. Was it the one that you were talking about the challenge, but you were writing about the house and you were writing about the rooms, and just reading that, it gave me like so many like good insights. And from you was the messy room. And the minute I enter in the messy room, my first thing was like, I want to organize this room. And I'm like, oh, that's not why the room is here. So
Exactly.
yeah, I just love the way you're exploring that. And could you share a little more about other rooms that you have?
Yeah, there's like the gathering room. So for some people, like they really want to be working alone in isolation. They don't want to connect with other people, you know. So for people who kind of don't want to network, the lone wolf, you know, the gathering room might be a place they don't want to go to. For other people, that might be a real heart space, you know, that they actually want to do that. for me, what came up, I will just share something really quickly. I envisaged a desk that was really visible it was like in a corridor, like in a hallway. And so everyone could see what I was creating. And that was like, I don't want to go there. And I realized for me, like how visibility is a real thing. Like I'm happy to create on my own, but being visible, and here I am being visible talking about this, it's a stretch, it's a challenge. And so that for me is something I'm like, okay, what is it about being visible? So yeah, there are messy studios. There's a gathering space. There's the hallway. People may be kind of hesitating in the hallway, like which way do I go? I don't actually know which door to go into. I don't know where I'm going. So yeah, there are lots of different spaces. Yeah.
And Rachel, I know you've been supporting people for quite some time with your creative courage. And so you talk about this, this room that maybe you've been avoiding. And so, I know not in general, like in your experience, what do people typically find when they allow themselves to kind of maybe find, or what do they learn about themselves when they kind of allow themselves to kind of stand at that threshold, so to speak?
Mm. Often it's a surprising part of themselves that they hadn't realized. So there's something about discovering, let's say the shadow side, the part that they're avoiding or they want to keep hidden, that actually that's a kind of key in a way. Like the fear that comes up, the avoidance that comes up, that is the sort of direction that of travel that they need to take. That is where they're going to learn more about themselves. So, in short, I think people find more wholeness and more integration in their creativity. It's not that we can dispense with the fear or that we need to avoid it or ignore it. It's really about recognizing it's there, sitting with it, and being able to be more comfortable with it, welcoming it as part of who we are and part of our aspect of our creativity and our being. And then, using the information that comes up to sort of point the way forward, because that, I think, is how we grow.
Mm. I love that. And you're getting some great love here in the comments. We see Josh is just saying sounds like such a powerful experience and inviting expansion for someone. Inga, I love the idea of exploring our own creative house. So yeah, if anyone here that's on the chat has any questions for Rachel about the experience, I mean, it's an incredible opportunity. It's free. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's free.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
free. Yeah.
And
And it's 3 days. And it's like 20 to 30 minutes each day. So it's over a weekend. It's not a huge amount of time. It's not like there are huge long tasks. They're just very quick designs and sketches and then a little bit of reflection. So, it doesn't take up it's not like a whole weekend. It's just 30 minutes per day for 3 days. Yeah.
So what's the
and
date again?
yeah.
So it starts on.
Yeah. It starts on February 27th and it finishes on the 1st of March. Yeah.
And I actually I just pulled up the link here because I was going to go ahead and just drop it in the chat so that if anyone wants to check out the details, they can do that. But kind of what is just for anyone that's listening, what would the process be if they want to get registered? I'm assuming it's just all there on the page.
Yeah, if they can sign up on the page. So read the post. Just type in the comments "I'm in," and then I'll contact them, send them a kind of confirmation email, and then they'll be on the list. And then basically all the messaging will come through emails on Substack, and then there'll be information. There'll be a kind of confirmation email, and then on day 1 of the challenge there'll be a prompt. Day 2 there'll be a prompt. Day 3 there'll be a prompt, and then at the end of day 3 there'll be a live in which we'll kind of visit each other's houses, as it were, and talk about kind of what came up. So like open house. People sign the guest book and comment on each other's stuff, and there are prizes as well. So for the person who shares the most vulnerably, there'll be a prize, and for the best neighbor who leaves, the most generous, or it kind of visits the most houses, there'll be a prize as well. And those prizes involve working with me in some way and experiencing the creative courage circle that I hold. And then for those who complete, there'll be a Zoom at the end as well, so we can gather in a circle and actually share, more intimately together what came up and how it went. So yeah, that's the format.
I love it. It's just so creative, which I would expect. I would expect nothing less of you. I know we're short on time here because you actually have some other things going on, but we really wanted to create the space for this. Is there anything else that yeah, that you just feel is important to leave people with if they're considering if this is a good fit for them?
Yeah, I would just say bring your curiosity. Like if you want to, even if you don't think you're creative, like if it's really a way of exploring the self, who am I and what brings me alive and what things do I avoid? So I think curiosity is the key here. So curiosity and a willingness to share, those are the two prerequisites, if you like. Like I say, you don't have to draw, you don't have to be a designer or an artist, and you don't have to think of yourself as a creative practitioner. So if you're at all curious and want a kind of fun way to explore that, in this metaphor of the house, then come along. It'd be great to have you. Really great to have you. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to share with you, Rachel, how much I love the work that you do and how you help people. And often, like, we connect with this idea of like, I'm creating a project or I'm creating a business. And then only when you entitle yourself of creating something like this, that you name yourself as a creator. But we forget that we're creating our lives on a daily basis, right? And if we don't tap into the places that we don't want to go, if we don't enter the room that we've been avoiding for years, we are limiting our creativity, not because of this is my business or this is my work or this is my project, like this is my life, right? So I would like, if you're listening to this and if you feel like, hey, I would love to explore myself a little more and I want to love to create my life, maybe from a different space or a space that I've been, avoiding for years, I would say that that's the space for them as well. So just want to thank you for the work, the work that you bring into the world. And I think inviting people to like, hey, I'm a creator, raise your hand, and it's just a beautiful thing of doing it. So
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, that means a lot. Yeah, and I agree. It's like, I think creativity is so much more open than we think about it. Our culture thinks of creativity as something like over here in a kind of compartment for those who do stuff, but actually there's a creative way of being and a creative mindset. And that's what this is all about, really. So thank you for naming that. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Great.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Well, thank you for spending
Yeah.
this time to share the message, and we'll be surely sharing this as well with probably in our newsletter on Sunday. We'll probably share this clip and a little bit more because yeah, we just think it's really important that people know about this opportunity. And I know anyone that jumps on board is going to have a beautiful journey with you. So thank you again. And it's
Amazing.
lovely to have this
Yeah.
conversation.
Thank you both so much. Great.
Thank you,
Thanks a lot.
Rachel.
Okay. Bye bye.